based on submitting work to the Artists for Save the Bay that happens every year. It's a fundraiser they do with the Save the Bay organization. And most of the work you see at this exhibit are lighthouses and seagulls and well, wouldn't it be nice to do something that kind of makes people think a little bit more about conservation and marine conservation in particular. So the idea was, the trawlers are just decimating fish and sea life. And so I started to research that a little bit more. I found that, in particular, the fisheries that are going after this species here, orange ruffy, they find one location in the ocean and they go out there with their big trawler nets and they rip up everything and it's just left as a desert. And the fish population can't replenish itself because they actually live to be over 100 years old and they don't reach sexual maturity until they're like 50 years old. So these poor fish just can't keep up. So that's what this is. And all these other little creepy things all around it, I found out they're called rat tails. But I didn't really find that out till after I did the painting. I did even more research. I was more concerned with just, this big mass of seething life. So anyway, it's based on some photographs that I did also play around with in Photoshop, as many artists are doing these days to prepare their preparatory work. I took a workshop here with Dora Atwater-Milliken, who's a beautiful painting in the other room, and she gave us all of us students a list of rules of things we should do for our future endeavors, and one of them was to only work from your own photographs, and I had to break that rule because I couldn't get out on the trawler ship to take pictures of this kind of stuff. So I contacted the Marine Photo Bank in Australia, and they were very encouraging and graciously put me in touch with some photographers, and this one particular guy, Stephen McGowan, was thrilled that I would be using his snapshots as a basis for a painting. So that's where that comes from. It took me about 3 months.
So you're not going to do anything?
Oh, I'm going to, well, this is going to be for sale at the Save the Bay thing, and I'm thinking of doing just a few more along this line. But yeah, I know it's kind of ugly in a lot of ways. It's a beautiful, ugly painting. I don't know where it's going to find a home. Most of my other work, for people who know me, is, I do still lifes and landscapes and portraits and things that people like. And, this one I was definitely feeling more like I was channeling Ivan Albright, who did these, really gruesome pictures of killed people, and there's a little Hieronymus Bosch going in there. Anyway, that's about it.